Hello and welcome to another Let's Play with me, Punkamo Andy. So today we are actually going to be building the Guardian farm. Obviously the ocean monuments over there. I'm just going to say now, this first clip in today's episode is a voiceover because for some reason my microphone did not record. Great. Yeah, I've had one of them episodes today. This and a clip later on just didn't want to record. Recorded really bad audio quality, but I've re-recorded that so to save your ears. So we are going to be draining out the ocean monument completely. Not needed for bedrock, but for what I'm going to do, I think it'll look so much better doing it. What we are going to first have to do is to find the corners of the ocean monument, pillar up, to work out where we are building this huge tank. So, Guardians and drones over there. If you need to have water breathing potions, I cannot stress enough, bring them with you when you're doing this. Oh yes, I forgot to build the platform here first. Just somewhere safe to be, out of the water. Would I recommend doing this again? Yes, because you haven't then got to do the floaty thing in water, and it also gives you somewhere that if you're getting hammered by Guardians, that you can break the line of sight whilst recovering your breath if you're low on your oxygen, and also gives you somewhere to place your things down. And then obviously once you've done the tank, it'll also allow you to let me rambling on here. When you've got the tank up, you can also platform out to the edge of the tank as well, so you've got a place to get in and out of. So as you can tell, I'm doing this voiceover because I mentioned obviously the later ones I've done it after I've completed the farm. So I can talk about the farm itself. The rates on it are actually pretty decent from what I've tested. So they're not slow by any means. So let's have a look. So whilst I'm loading up my stats, just whilst I'm looking at the video. So I'm watching the video back whilst doing the voiceover, so I can discuss things. A ton of gravel to section off the water, and then put the sponges in. I'm not sure what furnace is over, but yeah, the rates on the farm per hour you get. Let's have a look. So cod, you get 2,336 cod an hour. 696 bones an hour, 1,072 shards an hour, 528 salmon an hour, 384 crystals an hour, and 128 ink sacs an hour. So yeah, quite a bit there. Let's have a look. I did not calculate what the total drops were. How silly of me. Let's have a quick check. So bear in mind that the farm that Something Whispered done, I think, averages about 4,000 drops an hour, but he separated the fish and the Guardian farms. So he's got a fishing ink one and a Guardian farm, and it does about 4,000 drops an hour. I'm sure mine's more efficient with one. However, as mine are not separated, so I've had to build one farm for what he gets, for everything he gets on 2 farms. Oh. Hang on, what we're doing here. Hang on, clear everything. So I'm just calculating up. So yeah, I found the corner on the farm, tiled up with glass, because my walls are going to be glass. Whatever you want your walls to be, tower up with that. It just makes things so much easier rather than having to replace it later on. And then you mark out all 4 corners. and then in between you would actually fill the walls out before you start sectioning off with the gravel to drain it. So I'm just calculating up here whilst the video is playing in the background. So my farm produces 5,144 drops per hour. So on the whole, it's more efficient in terms of drops per hour. But like I say, this is a farm for an all-in-one rather than two more specialist farms. Take what you will from that. For me personally, I like the look of this farm. I like the feel of it. It's a one go-to place. I see the cod and the salmon as easy emeralds because you can trade them with fishermen. It is a food source, but with the farms we've got coming up, to me it's not a great food source because with the food sources, fish, the saturation on fish isn't that good. And that's just me being obvious, not obvious, but me being honest there. Yeah, it's not something that's obvious first of all, but there are better food sources out there. And as you can see there, Guardians actually attack squids. So there is another recommendation of what you can do with it. If you want to do an automatic ink farm, you could put Guardians in there to spawn them, or Outer Guardians, because they don't despawn. Guardians will despawn. So I believe this clip's coming to an end. It is in a minute. So just one more note is that when you are building Guardian Farm, Guardians do have specific spawning locations. I will put a link to the wiki article in the description below for the Guardians and everything you need to know about them. It also tells you how to find their specific spawning locations in Bedrock. So whatever design you do, it can be adapted for yourself. So I'm going to go back, and in the next clip you'll see all the wheels are built up and the top half of this ocean monument has been drained. I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. And I'm back. So I have drained the ocean monument. As you can see, I no longer have an elytra on after my accident in the Nether. I did put the elytra on and realised there's no mending, so I'm going to try and see if I can get hold of a mending villager. So I'm back to the good old-fashioned chestplate and primitive forms of travel. Now the tanks are spawning the occasional guardian at the moment, but they will spawn down in the ocean monument as well at the moment because it is still water, filled up with water. So that will be my next task after I have taken on filling in the conduits. So the conduits are what I'm going to be putting in now. So for a conduit you will need 1 heart of the sea and 8 where is it gone? 1 heart of the sea and 8 naughty I can't even speak today, nautica shells. So I don't need you, so let's get rid of you. I'll pick you up in a minute anyway. I've already crafted 3 of them. Go away. I want my trident back. I don't need you. So, to craft it, there's my crafting table that I do not have. I do not have one there either. Great. Why did I not think about this beforehand? Do I actually have one loose in my ender chest? No, I do not. Sun is going down. Let's go to sleep. So it will be in the 9.9. You'll have the Heartless Sea in the centre, surrounded by 8 Nautilus shells, and that is how you would build the conduit. Now for the conduit, I will just show you how to build them. As you can see, there is unwanted things in there. Let's get rid of them. There's 2 in here. That is a very good sign. I've got thorns free, so it shouldn't be too bad. But that also proves that this does spawn them and will continue spawning them when it's all drained. There we go. Right. So I've done these, the inside should be an odd number if I lay these the way I want them to be laid. Don't tell me it's because of tridents in there. That'd just be stupid. Right, I need to find out where the centre of this thing is. So when I designed it, get rid of you, get rid of you. So the next one will be there. There we go. That's going to be the centre block. So the outside perimeter of the conduit has to be in either prismarine bricks. There's prismarine bricks, prismarine, or dark prismarine, or sea lanterns. Now the conduit does give off a light effect. I can't remember the lighting level, which will attract the likes of the guardians to it, and it will kill any hostile mobs. So build this around. There has to be a 1 block gap to all of them, and the pattern I'm doing, I believe it's 45 blocks. It will give the maximum effect. Will give you underwater breathing as well, which I will show you in a minute. Let's get rid of all this, and night vision, and you'll see in a minute, because I'm going to be ending up changing these stone brick floors over for can't have it touching, because all these blocks that surround it have water on all sides. Well, when I say all sides, but the whole of the outside of the structure has to be covered in water. That's why it's 1 block above the ground, because otherwise you don't get the full effect. Go here. So that should go 1 more higher. Right. I did originally make a mistake on the tanks. There you go, it's kicked in now. It's not at full effect. It's only at part effect. This will deal 4 hearts of damage for every couple of seconds. I can't remember offhand the exact figure. Nope. Here. But because I've completed that first sphere, it will engage. So there we go. And I've just got an achievement. I thought you got achievements for this one. So it's good news. Also means I can go rebuild the others from both my Windows 10 computer and my phone and get 3 times the achievements, because I'll have on all platforms. There we go. Can't remember if you have to do these outside ones, but I'll do them anyway, just to ensure that it's there ready to take on. Ready to take on the guardians when they spawn, if they spawn now. There we go. That is the first one in. So any hostile mobs that will spawn in there will now be in range of that, which is why I've built it with that in mind. Hopefully we'll get something on camera at some point. No, my luck, they won't spawn in there now. So if I go back to the middle, let's see if any will spawn in there. Don't think drowns will, because of the time of day. And I will be changing the bottom floor out for magma blocks. So any fish that spawn, there you go, guardians in there should be there. You go, so it go red. There you go. That's taking damage, and obviously with a magma block in there, it will also kill it even quicker. So they all take damage from the conduit. Interesting, just one at a time. But my guardian farm is effectively now up and running. I've just got to do it another 3 times. So I'm going to get that done. I am also going to get that all drained out, and I'll be back with you guys in a couple of seconds. I'm going to tell you now, if you want to do this design, where the conduit kills them and have magmas underneath, so far this work has taken me about 20 to 24 hours. Obviously not all in one go, but over time. I've done it over a few days. So just bear in mind that it does take a while to get rid of all the water. I'm hoping the inside of the monument will be quicker. This is the first time I'm actually draining an ocean monument, to be honest. And the ink farm as well. that's the other thing, because the guardian farms I've seen, they don't deal with anything other than guardians. This will obviously, because of the size of the chambers, will spawn drowns. So you get rotten flesh, spawns cod and salmon, so you get them as well. This will also spawn, there you go, drowns, so you get nautilus shells as well. I don't think you got them unless it was a player kill, but apparently you do. And also spawn squids, so you get black ink. So it's a multi what's it, aquarium, I can't remember, multi-marine mob farm. So I'm going to get on and fill the conduits in and clear out the ocean monument so they only have there to spawn, and then replace the stone brick platforms with magma, and I will be back shortly. And I'm back. So I have already recorded once. I don't know what happened with recording. The audio quality was terrible. I'm gonna apologise for that. I've only just finished editing the previous episode. Went to go and look at this one and then realised the audio quality on the previous one and this episode was not great. It was probably the worst audio quality. Don't know what OBS has done. Just done another test and it appears to be fine. So yeah, this farm is now pretty much complete. I've done a bit more since I'd actually recorded that. It is looking better. So the portal's no longer over there; it's down below. I've got to finish up here is well, I've literally all I've got to do to finish up here is build a tunnel to the mainland. Somehow I know if it goes underground, so it should be okay. For those who want to travel by land. And that is pretty much it for it to be complete. And then put some doors on here so I can get in and out on the ocean monument if I want to. What I've done is, currently this is the AFK platform. The guardians spawn up here, you still get fish, squid and the likes. It's not the most efficient place, but it will do for now. I need to locate where the most efficient place is. I'm not too sure if it's up there or whether here is, but I've just got light caves below. And then try and light up the seafloor going around, stop drown spawning outside of the farm. So what I've done from here is I've got the elevator going down and the elevator coming up. So just a drop shoot. I've done it so you guarantees landing in the water, not on the edge, take damage. And then this one's glass panes going outside so you can get in and out quite easily. I've got a sorting system, so cod, salmon, bones, prismarine shards, prismarine crystals, ink sacs, and an unfiltered. Because you'll sometimes get drowns spawning in there, sometimes you won't, because of the light levels with the conduit and the rotten flesh. rotten flesh, that doesn't give off light levels. The magma blocks. So it's easier to shave on the other side. So that redstone line runs under here. So I've got an on-off switch for the farm, which I'll show you in a minute, which obviously goes around, turns the tracks on and off. So the tracks that go up and down are the ones that actually turn on and off, because that's the only way I can do it to make sure they go off. So if I turn that on, you will see, if I come up, fish spawning, I don't know how I'm going to stop that, but there will be drops that will just disappear, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I've had to replace half of my carts once because I forgot to turn them off. Yeah, he goes. I think they're disappearing. I'm not entirely sure. Just the minecarts have disappeared again. Yeah, they've disappeared now. If we go down to the bottom, you'll hear the dispenser firing off with any of that. There you go. Firing off. That'll be the items that have been collected. And now down, but yeah, that'll be firing off again, and then that'll filter through into the chest. So I've got the nether portal down here as well. So you come in and out through here, not on land, so I could go through to the nether. Same, it's not the same. Here-ish somewhat. Here, there you go. You can see the outline as to where it was on the land. I've just moved it over slightly and then moved it into the monument. So you've got a nice transition. I haven't got to go anywhere else. Last time, there you go. I can replace them easily. I've got an iron farm now. All I've got left to do is this side. I'm gonna, when I've built my villager purification station, I'm going to be transporting a few villagers over here, turning them into fishermen, just so I can trade up the cod and salmon. And that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Sorry about the recording. The first, obviously, part of the video is a voiceover because that did not record any audio. The second part appeared to be fine, and then this last part was the one that messed up, so I've obviously re-recorded it. So I've got my leech back, which is good news. By the where I'm digging the pyramid, building the pyramid on live streams, the villager, I've just put a couple of mending villagers in there, so I can use the leeches properly now. So I will be back in the next episode, guys. I will be doing either an ice farm or a cooked beef and leather farm. I wanted to say steak, but I knew it wasn't right. And I don't forget to check that out in a couple of weeks. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and also leave comments on the video. It will all help the channel out, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.